Number 34 on our house inspection checklist refers to checking your ventilation screens. If you have a raised foundation, so this would be a foundation where you have concrete footings, but you have a wood framed floor, you need to make sure that you have plenty of fresh air moving through the area underneath your floor in the crawl space. This will basically get rid of any excess of moisture if there isn't too much moisture in the air. This could actually be a problem and has been problems in the past. So this particular house inspection checklist rule isn't going to apply to every home because sometimes too much ventilation underneath a foundation in cold areas, and same thing with your attic, could actually be a problem. So in general, this rule should apply to most people. If you're getting enough fresh air through your attic and your crawl space areas, you shouldn't have a problem. However, if you have a lot of moisture in the air, you could have moisture coming into these areas and then freezing and then creating problems. But the reason why, what you really need to check is the screens. Check to make sure that the screens aren't damaged. If they are damaged, make sure that they get repaired as soon as possible. The screens will prevent insects and rodents from getting into these areas. Once they're in, it's not going to be long before they have a nice, comfortable home to live in, especially if your attic is well insulated. And even if your attic isn't insulated and it's cold outside, if you heat your home, guess where most of that heat goes? Right through your ceiling. They're going to be in rat heaven or rodent heaven there. So screens are, make sure that they're replaced for two reasons: to make sure that the air is flowing, you got plenty of fresh air movement, air circulation, and to keep out the pests. If you own a house, you should inspect it regularly. But how can you inspect a home if you don't know what you're looking for? If you're not looking for a complicated checklist or something that wasn't written in a language that you can't understand anyway, do yourself a favor and visit this website today. The most valuable investment you have must be protected and inspected.